Good morning, everyone. I'm Jeff Teagan, Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm your trusted Toyota resource. 700 videos should show you that. Please subscribe. Today, I'm taking a test drive in the 2021 Toyota Venza Limited. This is exciting, and the reason why I'm picking today is because it's raining outside. So why not test it out on roads that aren't so great? The first thing we'll do is get a lay of the land, and what I mean by that is let's see what the interior looks like from the perspective of the driver, maybe from the passenger, maybe from the back seat. This Limited comes standard with the 12.3-inch multimedia touchscreen, so it's going to give us a lot of information. If you notice, the interior color is black seats. We'll see that in a minute, but it's got accents of brown, this particular one. We'll probably be looking quite a bit at this information display. It's a 7-inch display. I like the color layout. Blue is probably my favorite color. It's soft, it's relaxing. Let's just go across real quick. Actually, let's start this over here. I don't know how the last person was driving it. Compass, radio. This one right here is information about the car. Checks out your safety systems. It's the energy monitor, so we can tell when we're using gasoline and electric and when we're using the battery charger. And there's our all-wheel drive indicator. We'll be using that a lot today. This is for pre-collision system, lane departure alert. That's for your blind spot monitor, which will be right over here. Definitely use that in the rain. Parking sonar off or on, rear cross traffic alert, automatic braking, and then we've got our, see that? It's off, it's on, and then we've got our road sign assist. Messages, maybe maintenance due soon. These are our soft tech seating right here. I've taken off the headrest because I'm going to use that for my camera equipment, but otherwise it would be there. Oh yeah, it'd be there. And then in the back seat, right there and there and there, you can see the 3 headrests. They do block the view a little bit, so you might want to use your digital rear view camera. I'll show you that in a minute too, and see how that works on a rainy day. This right here is what we're going to be testing out. It's a hybrid. They're all hybrids, the 2021 Venza. They're also all-wheel drive. This is coastal gray color. It comes not standard with the crossbars, but they were added so you can see how you can customize it. The full LED lights go all the way across. All right, we got our feel. Let's go inside and test out the interior here. Show you what I'm talking about with the seating. It also has memory seats. It's got power folding mirrors. It's also got bird's eye view camera. Things I want to look for are acceleration, ride quality. In other words, is it rough? Is it smooth? I'd like to listen to road noise, wind noise, see how it, I guess, does in a circle, see how it brakes. This has 219 horsepower. It's powered by a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine along with 3 different electric motors. So to me, this has plenty of pep. It got up to speed, and my speed is 45 on this one. It got up to speed incredibly quick, but it does it smooth. And in the rain right now, to me it feels very smooth. You can obviously hear the rain around it. I like this display here, 12.3 inches, so it gives us our navigation system. I would like to see the navigation go all the way across. I think that would be helpful for people. Now, what exactly is Venza? Venza's a crossover. It's kind of a combination between a sedan and an SUV. We'll call it a small crossover or a compact crossover. It's positioned between a RAV4 in size and a Highlander in size. Venza comes with multi-link rear suspension, and the legend of multi-link rear suspension is that it's very tight and responsive, really tight cornering when you need it, but it's very smooth when you're going on straightaways. I really like this on the country road right now, and this is one of those days where you kind of need your car to be your best friend, because if you notice, it's hazy, it's foggy outside. Not ideal road conditions in the least. You got that? We got a twisty, turny road here, so let's see how it does in the rain. Would you drive this on a train? Would you drive this in the rain? We're going 46 right now. There was no hesitation with the car at all. It went right into the curve. Probably part of the active cornering assist would actually helps you from understeering going around curves. And what that means to me is when you misjudge a curve, you don't turn it enough, active cornering assist pushes you into the curve. So it optimizes traction when you need it. And on a day like this, you might need it. But I'll tell you, it cut into the corner, it was smooth. It totally was in control of the curve. Oh, I'm really enjoying driving this car. This is really nice, you guys. On a really lousy day. The one thing I can't judge is road noise. And the reason why that's kind of difficult is because you're going to hear the rain. That's probably going to be a big part of my video where you hear that rain. So let's check it right now going up a hill. You definitely hear the engine noise as you hit the accelerator, but it didn't labor at all getting up the hill. It was quite nice, actually. The turning circle on this car at the minimum is 37 feet. So let's see how it does in this cul-de-sac. If I needed to U-turn, if I needed to make an evasive maneuver, go the other way, or if I needed to pull into a tight spot, could it do it? Yeah, that passed my test completely, just fine. It is a little warm in here, so I can turn the air up and down pretty easily. The fan speed is right here. I could also do it down here, and I could tweak the temperature. So whichever way is easiest for you. Let's try out the acceleration on this thing. We'll go 0 to 60. You can definitely hear the road noise. Yeah, we're at 60. Now we're going back down. Yeah. My impression here is this is not a rocket speed vehicle at all, but then again, it's not designed to be. Remember, this is a hybrid, and people buy it for the driving experience, the ride comfort, and also for the gas mileage. We're averaging 40 miles a gallon, so we want to keep it that way. And by doing a 0 to 60 test, we're counterproductive. We're working against our objective of optimal gas mileage. But if it needs to, it can do it just fine. But it's not a rocket car. This has exceptional cornering ability. And you can see because of the rain and maybe because of the curve as well, the on-demand all-wheel drive is activated. And when we go a little bit faster, it's gonna kick in a little bit more. And the nice thing about the on-demand all-wheel drive system is it operates like a front-wheel drive vehicle when you need it to, and an all-wheel drive when it loses traction or needs more grip on the road. So this would work for so many different scenarios. It would work for when it snows a lot, when it rains a lot, when it's muddy, or when it's perfect out. Let's test out the voice command. Tune to Sirius XM 90s on 9. Find nearby Italian restaurants.
Showing results from Italian restaurants. Select the one you want. Say next page for more items.
That's pretty cool, you guys. When we're at a traffic light, we can hit brake hold, which is right down here, and both of the lights come on, and now I can take my foot off the brake and it's going to hold it in place for 3 minutes so that you can see that you hold in place. That way, let's say it's the end of a long road trip, I can relax, stretch out my foot, that kind of stuff. Nice big window here, lots of visibility, you guys. Very impressive. These controls right here are very easy to use. It also has the Qi wireless charging plug-in. And remember, if you're looking for tips on how to get the best gas mileage in a Toyota hybrid, you can coast in a little bit sooner to a traffic light, take your foot off the gas if there's nobody behind you and you don't have to worry about somebody getting real close to you. Just let it coast in. And don't try to be the first one to get started when there's a green light. Just naturally go in, nice and slow. Those are good tips to do it. And maybe try not to get your speed on the highway up to past 75 or so. Just keep it cruising nice and neat. Some people say you get better gas mileage if you use your radar cruise control. Just have it set at whatever speed, maybe 73, 74. Again, these are tips to get you closer and above that 40 miles per gallon. This road right here is notorious for collecting water. So this might be a good example of what your on-demand all-wheel drive can do for you. I'm just coasting in right now, saving on my fuel. This right here, this is where water collects. So let's look at the all-wheel drive and see what happens here. We'll merge onto a highway. See where it's putting a little bit more traction on the back wheels? Because it thinks it needs it. Now watch this energy monitor right here. When we're using the engine, it's going to be in red. When we're using the electric motor, it's going to be in yellow. If you notice, it's doing a combination. Now watch, I'm going to take my foot off the accelerator. It's going to start recharging the battery, but it'll take away engine ability. See that? Really quite impressive. And then you can switch to different information about your vehicle. You can switch to climate, the heated and cooled seats, the radio, information about your vehicle. It can also give you trip info, how you're doing on fuel, and then history, how I've done on gas mileage over the past amount of time. If you want to set your cruise control, this turns on the system and this sets the speed for what you want. And notice up here it has 3 bars, 2 bars, or 1 bars. That's how close the car will let you get to the next car in front of you. We can switch it to, that's a conservative distance. And now we've got it on a closer distance. People would like to know if your radar cruise control works in the rain. I'm going to turn it on, set it for a certain speed. Maybe we'll tweak it just a little bit. Now we've got our lane tracing assist turned on. So it's going to keep us centered in our lane. if you notice, my cruise is set for 76, but it actually has me at 58 right now because it's keeping me behind this car a safe distance, and it's also keeping me centered in my lane because of lane tracing assist. This is in some pretty good rainfall. What are my impressions of Venza driving it? First of all, it's a solid vehicle, but it's solid. It doesn't get pushed around on the highway or get moved, jostled from side to side, pushed around by wind between the trees on the road, you know how that goes, and also big semis. This vehicle holds its own very well, so I think it would hold up as a road trip vehicle just fine. The seat, the driver's seat, I'm gonna tell you, to me, it's incredibly comfortable. I feel like it's almost like a memory foam. I know that's not possible because that's not what it is, but it kind of hugs around my back, especially my lower back. It cradles me, and it's quite comfortable, but I know it's snug, it's firm. The lumbar support would definitely help that as well, and the power driver's seat. This hugs this turn really well. To me, the car drives very nice. It glides. It's really smooth. From my test drive, I've determined that I like the features on the Limited. I feel like the one thing that I could use as standard equipment would be a moonroof. Not because I like a moonroof. In fact, I'm somebody who would keep their moonroof closed a lot. I don't like the heat that comes from the top of it, but that's just me. A lot of people love them. So maybe make that standard equipment on a Limited. That would be nice. The camera is totally shaking. If the camera's rocking, don't come knocking. But I recommend that you go out and test drive a Venza for yourself and then write back to me, put it in the comment section, and let me know what you think of your own personal evaluation. One of the features I want to show you is the bird's eye view camera. So we're going to push it right here. This shows us an overhead view. It also helps us with our backup camera, so we can see. One of the limitations of a backup camera, bird's eye view camera, is the raindrops do collect sometimes, so you can see that they're on the big backup part of it. Let's push it again so we can see the overhead view. And then now look at this. What do you guys think of this view? It says there's a vehicle right there. I mean, we don't want to get too close to it, do we? Car's not going to let us. Now put your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. Hey, look at that. This is my view out my rear view mirror. And it's got headrests in the way, it's got the rear wiper in the way, it'll have people's heads in the way if I've got backseat passengers. So what's a good solution? Flip the script, flip the switch, and now we've got our digital rear view mirror. You can see in the rain it's a little bit hazy, but now you don't have this in the way. So it's sort of like a magnified, zoomed in view. You can brighten it, you can dim it, you can also move it up and down and to the side and change the orientation of it. But now you can see everything out your back mirror without having to worry about obstructions and distractions. And don't get me wrong, there is nothing at all wrong with this view in the least. But you could have that. So it can show you people coming up from the side, from behind, especially in heavier traffic. Did I say halfier? Heavier traffic. And then look here. Really good visibility with this cutout, but it tells you that there's somebody in your blind spot. Love it. There are different drive modes. There's EV mode, which is electric vehicle only. You can do, watch this, normal. Sport mode is red. Normal mode is white. And eco mode, I think we'll have it in EV mode for a little bit. Now, until I get to about 20 to 25, it's gonna use just electric vehicle, and it kicked out. but I'm still in eco mode, so I'm getting better gas mileage. Right now on my road trip, I'm averaging 47.6 mpg. And you can see here the people behind me. Also standard on the Limited is the 1200 watt amplifier on the JBL Sound System. This is kicking music, it's rocking music. I highly suggest that you give it a try. You can try it on more mid, more treble, more bass to fit exactly how you want it. But these speakers are perfectly placed. Toyota puts a lot of, I guess, time and research and craftiness into making sure these speakers are just where you want them and making sure that they resonate with everybody in both of the rows of seating. We've got a red turn arrow, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see how tight it turns when I go back the other way and see how close I can get it to the next lane over. I'm not sure how it's gonna show on video, but we're gonna give it a shot. All right, here we go. I'd say it would do just fine. It got into the next lane, no problem at all, and I hope that showed up on camera. It doesn't take much to get me going. Woo! 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 You make my dreams come true. Ooh, 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 ooh. You make my dreams come true. Final votes are in. Here's my gas mileage on my trip. I rode it pretty hard, 41.2 mpg. We got to get some gas. But this was a combination of big accelerations, going up hills, going a little faster on highways, that kind of stuff. And it still got more than what it was posted, the combined 39 mpg. I'm going to give you one last window sticker here. We've got Venza Limited. You can get it in LE or XLE. This is coastal gray. Safety ratings look really good so far. Here's the gas mileage. 40 in the city, 37 on the highway. I was impressed with my gas mileage. Sometimes on test drives it gets a lot worse because you really want to test it out. This one is 39.8, so it's just under 40,000, but this is the factory MSRP. We got to deliver it just like that. Then this one has some options on it. Toyota Guard Platinum, paint protection, all-weather mats, crossbars. This one's going to be 43,118. How about that? And then here's your standard equipment. There you go. And then our exterior and interior features. I like it. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope the video was helpful to you. What things did you like about Venza? Are there any things that you would ask to be improved on the Venza? I really like this Limited. I love how it drives. I like the MPG. This could be a next Jeff Teague vehicle coming up in the next few months. I'm not sure yet. It's narrowed down between a new Camry, a new Avalon, a Highlander, or a Venza. So we've got 4. I've eliminated a couple different choices. We're down to the top 4. It's exciting for me. But anyway, I would love it if you wanted to join my car lovers community here. Just hit subscribe, and please feel free to comment anytime you want to. I try not to delete comments. I leave them all up unless it's something that's hateful or mean. Then we're going to cut those out. I don't tolerate that at all. But anyway, thank you guys so much. Be nice to each other. Be safe. Follow me on Instagram. You'll see pictures of this car, lots of other cars. I try to do unique perspective. I got a cool TRD Pro picture coming up. And yeah, so that's at Toyota Jeff 1. I'm also on Facebook at Toyota Jeff. And then I write for Torque News, torquenews.com/Toyota. Check out, please, the link, my Amazon top picks. You'll see it right there in the description. It's the second line down. Just click it and see if anything that I have on there matches what you might want. Maybe it's this water bottle that tracks exactly how much you've been consuming. It really helps with weight loss for you or a spouse or a family member. It's a great Christmas gift coming up. But anyway, thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Subscribe. There's nothing else. Check out ToyotaJeff.com. That's a lot of plugs. See you next time.